The morning it happened, Muna was selling tomatoes. Her stall was small. Her hands were rough. Her life was ordinary. Then 3 black SUVs entered Oguta market. Everything stopped. People stepped back. The vehicles stopped in front of her stall. A man stepped out. He looked at her and said, "Chief Emmanuel is awake." Muna froze, because she had no idea who that name was, or why it would change her life forever. Join us as we dive into powerful stories that remind us what truly matters in life. Muna Okafor was 35, a widow, 3 children, no help, no comfort. Her husband died in a road accident 11 years ago. Since then, her life had been simple. Wake at 4 a.m., buy tomatoes, sell all day, return home, repeat. She didn't rest. She didn't complain. She just survived. Her only goal was her children. Kelechi, 17, trying to drop out to help her. Twins Ngozi and Amaka, 12, still full of laughter, she was desperate to protect. Every naira mattered. Every day was a battle. One Tuesday morning, he arrived, a blind man, wooden stick tapping slowly, dark glasses, old, dusty agbada. People avoided him. No one wanted trouble, except Muna. He stopped near her stall and said, "I haven't eaten since yesterday." Silence fell around them. Others looked away. Muna hesitated, then opened her lunchbox. Rice and fish, her only meal. She placed it in his hands. "Eat," she said. "It's still warm." The man froze, like no one had ever done that for him. Then he ate slowly. After finishing, he asked,
"What is your name?"
Muna. I will come back tomorrow.
"Muna." He nodded. "I will come back tomorrow." And he did. He came every day. Same time.
Greetings.
Same place.
What are you looking for today?
Same silence. Muna fed him whenever she could. Sometimes a full meal. Sometimes half. Sometimes she went hungry. They talked slowly. He never begged. He listened more than he spoke. Sometimes he said, "You give like someone who has never been afraid of tomorrow." Muna never understood what he meant, but she kept feeding him for 3 months. People started talking, especially Blessing, another trader. "You are feeding a man who gives you nothing in return. Your children are suffering while you feed a stranger." Muna never answered, but sometimes she wondered. Then one day he stopped coming. No warning, no goodbye. Muna waited. A day passed, then a week, then a month. The market moved on, but Muna didn't. She kept looking toward the entrance, waiting for the tapping stick. It never came. One morning, the black SUVs returned. The same man in a suit stepped out. "Chief Emmanuel Obi wants to see you." Muna frowned. "Who?" The man paused, then explained.
"Chief Emmanuel Obi, billionaire landowner, investor, one of the richest men in the region."
The blind man.
"He was never blind."
Muna went silent. Then she whispered, "The blind man." The assistant nodded. He was never blind. Chief Emmanuel had been testing people, not for money, for character. He disguised himself and visited markets across states. Most people ignored him. Some insulted him. But one woman always fed him without asking questions. A woman who had nothing, but still gave everything. He studied her for 3 months. Not her money, her heart. Then he got sick. When he recovered, he asked, "Find Muna." At his estate, everything felt unreal. Cold air, quiet walls, guards everywhere. Chief Emmanuel sat across from her. No disguise now, just an old, powerful man. He said, "I don't reward food. I reward character." Then he offered her full education for her son, a proper business setup, a supply contract, a leadership role in his foundation. Muna couldn't speak for a moment. Then she asked, "Why me?" He replied, "Because you gave when there was no reason to give." Weeks later, Muna's life changed completely. Her son got admission. Her stall became a proper shop. Her name entered a foundation she never imagined. But she never forgot one thing. Kindness came first. Reward came later. Not because she expected it, but because she never stopped doing good when it made no sense. Sometimes the people we help are not who they seem. And sometimes life is watching quietly before it changes everything. Sometimes the people we help are not who they seem. And sometimes life is watching quietly before it changes everything. Because Muna did not give because she had plenty. She gave when she had little. She did not help because she expected a reward. She helped because it was the right thing to do. And that is what makes the difference. True kindness is not convenient. It costs something. Sometimes your time, your comfort, even your last meal. But that is what makes it real. And here is the truth. You never really know who you are helping. The person you ignore today might be the opportunity you are praying for tomorrow. Muna did not give to receive, but she received because she gave without expecting anything. And that kind of kindness never goes to waste. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next one. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever helped someone without expecting anything in return? Share your story in the comments.